Zidlo reacted in the Polish parliament to the drama in Manchester, the second Muslim terrorist attack in Europe, where a Polish couple also came to life. Their 2 daughters remain as being. We do not join the crazy Brussels elite. We will not participate in the madness of the Brussels elite, she said. We want to help the people, not the political elite. What way are you going on, Europe? Get up from your bent knees and your lethargy, or you will cry daily for your children. If you cannot see this, if you do not realize that terrorism currently has the potential to hurt every country in Europe, and you think that Poland should not defend it, you're in agreement with those who aim this weapon on Europe, on all of us. It must be said clearly and directly. This is an attack on Europe, our culture, our traditions. Do we want politicians who say we should only get used to these attacks, including the French President Macron, the Mayor of London, who described the attacks of terrorists as incidents? Or do we want powerful politicians who face the danger and can fight it effectively? Germany. We can learn from Muslims and their human values. In this regard, the Polish neighbors have nothing to expect from Poland. The German finance minister Wolfgang Schäuble's response to the attack in Manchester spoke volumes. All major religions preach that we should see others as our brothers and sisters. Islam is part of Germany. That's a fact. Anyone who denies this denies reality, and is therefore not suitable as a politician. We can learn from Muslims. Many human values are highly realized in Islam, too. In addition, Schäuble will undoubtedly have thought of issues such as honor, women's discrimination and oppression, persecution of minorities and non-Muslims, Jewish and Christian hatred, the mandatory imposition of racist halal and Sharia laws, hanging out of rooftops from homos, the crime and rape explosion in Europe, almost entirely caused by Muslim migrants, political and ethnic cleansing in the countries where they are trying to become massacres, all recognized achievements of Islam. Brussels wants to punish Poland and Hungary for protecting their own people. The Polish government has been struggling with Brussels for some time for the European Commission's requirement to include the framework of the mandatory plan of divorce Muslim migrants. Poland agreed to include a limited number of up to 5,000 migrants in 2015, which increased EU pressure to 6,200. After that, Zidlo's cabinet turned back and promised to replace the people in refugee camps in the Middle East to help. That was very contrary to the meaning of Brussels that, if necessary, the accelerated massive immigration and Islamization of our continent would force hard measures. In addition to Poland, Hungary is also threatening to be punished for closing borders and protecting its own people and its own culture. The European Commission has not defined the nature of sanctions yet, but several member states and politicians, including our Vice President Frans Timmermans, want these countries to be fined financially until they agree with the program. However, the Polish Minister for the Interior, Mariusz Błaszczak, is not impressed, and claims that the entry of thousands of migrants is much worse than anything for EU sanctions. We must not forget the terrorist attacks in Western Europe, and unfortunately they have become part of daily life in the larger EU countries. The Netherlands is threatening to go up against Poland. In our own country, it is threatening to go far beyond Poland, now that the VVD and even the CDA, undoubtedly to D66's joy, would like to talk about a coalition with Groen Links, which wants to open our borders for unlimited numbers of Muslims from North Africa and the Middle East, and they even want to pick up airplanes, and our country will fully enlist Islam. Over the last few years and the associated discrimination, racism, oppression, poverty, criminality, we are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.